Fire season is right around the corner, and these new recruits are getting in tip-top shape to graduate, so they can be ready for whatever the next few grueling months will bring.
So the station that you saw previously was digging handguard, which is a main fire suppression technique we use with hand tools. Behind me you just saw them extinguishing some small piles, which is a way that we facilitate training with pumps and hose and our water delivery systems. The other thing that we're seeing training in today is initial attack fire, so dealing with smaller fires and using some of the equipment that's specialized to that.
You want a 100-foot radius around the main rotor.
Of the 1,200 applicants, only 170 are accepted into the two separate boot camps, which are held in Merritt, spanning over 2 weeks. And Braden Downey of Kamloops says he's lucky his hard work paid off, and he was brought on as a new recruit.
I have a couple of friends that have done it over the past years, and they've really enjoyed the work. I come from an athletics background, so I really like the feeling of a team, and as far as I know, this is one of the best opportunities to be employed as part of a team that you can get, and I just love being outside. So.
New recruits are typically between 20 and 30 years old, many university students on summer leave. Historically a male-dominated industry, these boot camps are usually 30% female.
We get a lot of applicants and do a lot of screening before people get invited here. So typically once people get here, they are the right people that are suited for this job.
Since April 1st, Wildfire Management has responded to over 120 fires in the province. But that isn't necessarily a sign of things to come.
Which is actually about average. We typically see an early spring grass fire season where we've got a lot of dried fuels on the ground after the snow melt. They're very susceptible to fire at that point, but we have gone into the seasonal weather pattern now, a little bit more wet, what we're used to seeing at this time of the year in BC. So that has calmed the situation down a bit, but certainly not necessarily a sign of what's to come in the summer. In BC, like I said, it is always typically rainy this time of year, so it could be a very different situation once we get into the core season in July and August.
Once the new recruits graduate from the boot camp, they will be deployed all over BC to areas where they are needed most, depending on their strength and skill. Zielinski in Merritt for Castanet News.